Good morning. Welcome to Unity Center of Stockton. I'm Reverend Marianne, and I'm so happy to see all of your beautiful, shining faces this morning. We're grateful that you joined us this morning, all of you here in person, Facebook, live stream, and for those of you who want to memorize or take deeper in Reverend Sheila's message, will be on YouTube later on today. So we want to welcome back home our own Reverend Sheila Ford. Welcome. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. And also, let's not forget her sidekick, Tim. Welcome home, you guys. We love you so much. We're so glad you're here. And we also have our wonderful William Minifield. Technician, Bill. Thank you, Bill, for all you do. We appreciate you so much. And our usher is Gladys. And Gladys also brought us a beautiful flower arrangement today. So we are going to have our first song. So let's stand up.
God, give us love and joy and peace. Give us love, give us love, give us love and joy and peace. God, give us love and joy and peace. Give us love and joy and peace. God, give us love and joy and peace. Give us love and joy and peace.
So now, would you like to give us the opening prayer?
I'd love to. Oh, it's so good to see you all. So now we prepare ourselves for our opening prayer. Sorry, emotions. You understand, don't you? Okay.
We love you too.
So let us pray together. I invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Just relax in your chairs. I invite you to open your heart and open your mind and give us love. Give us peace. Relaxing, breathing into greater understanding, stirring up divine presence within. From that place of the Most High, deep within your soul, whatever is good, true, pure, wholesome, commendable, gracious, praiseworthy, worthy of respect. Think upon these things. Summon your willingness to think upon these things. Divine love and wisdom are within you and within everyone. Be still and listen for the answers to your challenges. the answers which are all inside, all of them. Each and every one of us has everything you need to grow through your challenges. Feeling appreciation, we are taken by love to love, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you. So now it's time to greet each other like we didn't have enough of that. Oh. We're supposed to do that now? Okay, let's do them. Let's affirm the good. We all need this inner peace one. I breathe in an atmosphere of God's perfect peace. Again, I breathe in an atmosphere of God's perfect peace, guidance. By the light of divine wisdom, I know the way to go. Healing. All conditions are harmonized and healed in the presence of God light. Prosperity. In the spirit of thanksgiving, I thrive. World peace. I am a visionary of peace within and among all people. Now it's time to greet each other. Tim says he's glad that we kept this part of the service. It's the best part of Unity. So we have some announcements today, and the first one I didn't write on here, but on December 1st, the first Sunday of December, we're going to have a new member orientation, and so if you're interested in becoming a member here at Unity Center of Stockton, show up on Sunday, December 1st, and we will celebrate you and induct you into the community. So, also, everyone is invited, hi you guys, to join us for lunch after the service, I think 1 o'clock, we're going to be at Papa Pablo's in the Lincoln Center in the Cabernet room. And then next Sunday, we are going to have a Thanksgiving dinner here after the service. So you guys are all invited to come to that. That is our gift to you for all you do and just for being yourself for no reason other than we're grateful to be here and to have each other. So we'll share a meal next Sunday after church. Every Sunday, including this Sunday, especially this Sunday, after the service, we have a healing circle where you bring whatever your prayer needs, your concerns, whatever it is, stay after and we'll have a little prayer circle. On Tuesday, stand up. Jimmy Marino is here every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock with his Sacred Forum. So join Jim and everyone here on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock. What's your topic this week?
Right now, I started a program called Dig, Heal, Harvest. And I did it first on a cruise from Tampa, Florida to Mexico in January. And now I'm presenting it to different groups. And so we discussed the dig portion of it. We're going to discuss the heal portion of it next week. And we're going to do it kind of ongoing for a time.
Nice.
We had people that got a lot out of it last week, and so we want to continue.
Thank you for bringing your gifts here, Jimmy. We have some volunteer opportunities here, and if you are interested in volunteering to be an usher or a greeter, platform assistant, if you are interested in becoming a member, being on the board, see me or Susan, or just see me or Susan. And what else? Coming in February, we will be electing board members. So Gladys is the head of our nominating committee. So if you're interested in being on our board, see Gladys or myself. Also, thank you again, Gladys, for the beautiful flowers. If you also want to volunteer to bring flowers some Sunday, you could do that too. Just let me know if you're interested in that. Okay, I think that's it for the announcements. You can also get a daily word in the back for a love offering. They're in the bowl right there. And speaking of the daily word, that's what we're going to do now. So settle into your seats. That's next Sunday. Okay. No, this is it. It is it. So the word of the day is freedom. The Christ within is my source of freedom. Freedom is my spiritual birthright. I live my freedom when I speak my mind, pursue my dreams, and live with dignity and self-respect. It means I am self-directed, and I use my spiritual gifts of understanding, faith, love, and strength to guide my decisions and actions. As I do, I feel free. I do what I can to support freedom for myself and others. I honor and give thanks for all those whose courage and dedication in service have helped build and sustain a world where all people can know true freedom. In prayer, I envision a harmonious human community that assures everyone's basic needs are met, respects differing viewpoints, and celebrates the unique expression of God that each person is. And from 1 Peter 2, verse 16, as servants of God, live as free people, yet do not use your freedom as a pretext for evil. And the affirmation again is, the Christ within is my source of freedom. Now we will prepare for meditation.
supply. You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to survive. I pray for you, you pray for me. I love you, I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you, I need you to survive. It is God's will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to survive.
Let's take that into meditation. Just take a few moments to take a few deep breaths. Let's go deep into that secret, sacred place inside you where you commune with Divine Spirit. Relax. Breathe. Let go. And open to receive. Bring together the merging of your heart and your head. The natural flow of both of these energies. Let go and open to receive. For a few minutes during meditation this morning, let's allow Divine Spirit to get its hands on us, filling ourselves to overflowing with love and understanding, and an awareness of actions that tear down the walls between us and that heal the nation, offering our hearts to be mended, our minds to be illuminated. We are grateful to know without any doubt that we can go to that divine center in us with any time. Anytime we're in turmoil or in that vortex or that eddy, that whirl of darkness that appears to be so challenging that we think we cannot get out. It's so heartening to know that we can go to that divine center. It's as close as our next breath. We rest in the relief and the peace and the bliss of knowing that we are safe right here in the eye of the storm. Just let go. Allow all those forces we think are opposites to come together. After the clash, come to the lull, the merging, the becoming one. All of them knowing all the answers are there. Settling in deeper now, let's relax. Breathe. Let go and open to receive. If it feels comfortable, you may also want to place your hand on your heart. That center where your love and feeling of interconnection emanates from. Focus on your heart. Breathe through your heart. Relax. Breathe. Let go and open to receive. And if your hand is over your heart right now, perhaps you are feeling the beats of the heart reverberating like a drum in your chest, that sacred drum of life. We are breathing tenderness across our body, enveloping ourselves in a cloud, in the very light of tenderness. Because each of you know you deserve this tenderness. Bringing us to that innermost part in us where we are one with all that is. How can we be in the practice of softening our hearts? Affirm now, I am love. I am peace. I bring love and peace to the world. Asking Divine Spirit, what do I need to know? Listen to the answer. Divine Spirit, heart, what do I need to know about what's going on? Slowly starting to orient around the room. Take the time that you need to gently turn your head, turn your neck, look in front of you, look to each side, behind you, if your neck can handle that. Inviting a little bit of gentle movement to your body. You're arriving in this moment of new embodiment. So much gratitude to everyone who participated here today in this meditation. And so we let it be, and so it is. Is my timer ready? Timothy? Time? Your timing? Okay. Title of my talk is Standing Tall in the Midst of It All. How the heck do we do that? It ain't easy, says the West Virginia girl. So it is said that when one wins, the other must lose. So, but in either case, the journey through it all toward the outcome that we've been going through for a long time has been hard on all of us. It's been hard for me, and I assume it's been hard for you. What, about 9 years maybe? Maybe 6 months for some of you. Maybe some of you are celebrating, I don't know. But regardless of the outcome, it's been hard. And it can be harrowing and fraught with angst. Yes? Uh-huh. And the aftermath even can be taxing. So how do we hold our heads high with integrity and dignity? How do we do that? We can, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it. How do we find and hold on to strength and courage and comfort. I'm not going to talk about politics today. Well, I kind of did a little bit, but no politics today. But what I will do is, what I won't do is throw out cliches. Everything's in divine order. Well, okay, I believe that's true, but when we're in the middle of the trauma, the aftermath, that's not the time to be saying that. Not the time to be throwing out cliches that maybe we never even stop to think about. What does that even mean? Everything's in divine order. I had to really go deep into that to figure it out. And I don't like that. And I'm not going to throw out any airy-fairy stuff, but what I will do is acknowledge the grief. Okay. The hurt, the anger. And where does that come from? It results from the sense of separation. You've all been experiencing that sense of separation and divisiveness and bitterness and negativity. And it's hard on our systems. So, but in the middle of grief, I just want to acknowledge the grief. And I want to acknowledge the stages of grief. What are those? Anger, sadness, depression, denial.
I like that one.
Yeah. Bargaining, and then acceptance. Are you there yet?
No.
Not yet? You're not ready yet? All right, so when you're ready, you take the time that you need. No one else can tell you what that is. So, yes, anger. Yes, anger. Don't tell me not to feel the anger. I like my anger sometimes. It's an impetus which puts a fire in my belly. I started to say something else, but I cleaned up my language a little. Puts a fire in my belly and propels me forward. And it tells me that something needs my attention, that I have a need that's not being met. So how can I best get that need met? How can I have better self-care? What can I do for me right now that will help me get through this? What can you do for you? So, when you're ready, and when you've gone through the middle of it, then we can go to Unity's fifth principle. So the Unity's fifth principle is, it's not enough to sit around and woo-woo all day long in meditation. Sometimes we got to say, we need more than that. I mean, the Unity fifth principle is you got to live it. You got to be it. You got to take action. And so, whatever that action means for you. So, sometimes though we realize that the human efforts by themselves are just not quite enough. So we take action, we do what we can, and then sometimes we need to go to spirit and realize that our efforts by themselves are not enough. Maybe we need co-partners with us and divine spirit, God. What do you call God? What do you call? Love? Source? Universe? Spirit? Creator? A presence? An energy? I wrote down a few here. Peace? Yeah, any of those kind of words, right? So, I'm not saying that you do nothing. You get that, right? You know I'm not saying that you do nothing, that you just pray. I'm saying no, it's a combination. Okay, and it's got to be up to you what that combination is. So, when we're ready, I want to tell you that this message is about love, compassion. Compassion? No, not quite ready yet. Tenderness, mainly to ourselves, and right now, mainly to myself anyway, mainly to yourself right now. And then, when you're ready, maybe to others. So, you ever notice when tragedy strikes, the compassion that jumps into gear, like in the hurricanes? Such devastation, and yet did you see all the compassion, the people that jumped in and were helping each other? It rises to the top. So compassion, it gets a lot of good press, and it probably deserves it. But what is so great about compassion? What is it that's so great? So in Mexico, we had the Day of the Dead on November 2nd. And we go downtown, and these people are, and we went to the graveyard. The people, the families, they stay all night up decorating the graves of their loved ones. They're lit up, and it's a celebration. And the young ones, the stones that had the young ones that died, that's the part that was really so hard. And you go down on the main square, and people have booths up what they've decorated, and they're celebrating their loved ones. And when we have an opportunity to look at something that painful, like there was one girl who was celebrating and decorating her booth for her younger brother, was very young. And when you have an opportunity to look at something that painful, to consider the lies that have been going on, the hate, the questionable moral behaviors. Need I go on? No. How great is compassion in these moments? Like the girl who was celebrating her brother, and those moments. How great is compassion in those moments? So, and then when I'm standing there trying to reach out to this girl and seeing her so, what are the words I'm looking for? When we see when we see the shrines all over town, we had a word for how, you can't think of it either? Well, you're no help. But you have an idea in your head what I'm getting at. The reverence. Yeah. So pretty soon I'm thinking, how can she be so reverent and so celebratory in this situation? And pretty soon I got opportunity. Does the universe love you as much as it loves me by giving you opportunities? The minute you say it, there's an opportunity, it pops up. So, all that you've experienced, and I just want to say all the loss that you've experienced in so many ways, I want to tell you that your loss is felt. I want to acknowledge that. Okay. But in this opportunity that I got, I was feeling her loss. And then an unexpected thing happened. She started feeling compassion for me. In my feeble attempt to connect and be there for her, suddenly she was there for me in my feeble attempt to connect. So those kind of moments create an opportunity for healing. And healing happens. And it's not just on her end either, or their end. Separation is diminished, reminding us that the thinness of the veil that is so prominent in this time, and through our differences, somehow there appears to be an understanding with this girl, a remembering. We can see the divinity in each other in that moment. And that's it. Yes? That's it. In the awareness and consciousness of that divine nature that calls out to express through us, we heal. We heal ourselves, we heal our lives, we heal communities, we heal nations, and ultimately we heal the world. So how do we get to that place of peace and relief and compassion? Relief from the angst that we might have been experiencing. How do we get there? Because unity is a practical hands-on. It's not enough to talk about it. How do you do it, right? Because sometimes I'm so in the middle of my whatever that it feels like I can't get out of it. And I don't know how. You know, you ever get in those moments? I mean, it doesn't happen all the time. Most times I'm able to recognize it and figure out what to do. But there are times where I'm in the middle of it so deep that I'm going, I don't know how to get out of this, and this doesn't feel good, and I don't want to keep up like this. So how do I do this? So there's a surprising, awe-inspiring spiritual practice that is astoundingly simple and clear. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
It's called the Golden Key. You knew it, didn't you? Yeah. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
2 of you have? The Golden Key. It's a 5-page booklet written by Emmett Fox in 1931. And he said, I've narrowed this down to 5 pages, but I would narrow it down to 5 lines if I could. It's so simple. Just one profound idea. Stop thinking about the difficulty. Hold on a minute. I know what you're doing in your mind. For just the moment, stop thinking about the difficulty. Whatever it is, and think about God instead. Now, if some of you have baggage with the word God, I understand that. Whatever your concept of God is, whatever you call God. Source, energy, a force, a presence. Emmett Fox called it a practical guide for getting out of trouble. And this mistake made by so many people is when things go wrong, we skim through book after book after book and get nowhere. Or go to guru after guru or guru. Gurus are important, books are important, Sunday at Unity is important. But when we're on this roller coaster of trying to desperately get answers and not getting anywhere, maybe it's time for us to think about that. So, if you read the book, The Golden Key, you can get it online free, The Golden Key. Do exactly what it says. And if you're persistent, you will overcome any difficulty. So, your task will be just to get out of your own way. And all you have to do is this. Stop thinking about the difficulty for the moment, whatever it is. I'm not telling you not to do anything at some point. But when you're in the angst, you can't do much for yourself or for anybody else. You need to take a break. Stop thinking about the difficulty and think about God instead. So It's not easy though, is it? It sounds so simple. But sometimes it's not easy. So sometimes when you're frightened or worried, it seems impossible to get out of a situation, like I was saying. And sometimes my thoughts in those situations are like a stormy mess. And I'm out of coherence if you aspire to heart math. I'm out of coherence. And my solutions and my behaviors feel like they're forced and reactive. Viktor Frankl says we don't want to react, we want to respond. So it feels like everything is clenched and brittle. So then I have to center myself. I want to center myself. So if you're very frightened or worried at first, it might be difficult. But here are some things you can do. Remember Wendy? Remember Wendy? Some of you remember Wendy. Yes. She had this stopwatch right here by her heart somehow, and it went off every hour to remind her. At first, I think that would be an annoyance, but it might give you, sometimes we just have to set up reminders, like stop, think about God, put your mind on God, or source, or whatever. You can do that. Or I would like to take a picture of a golden key. I found all kinds of pretty images online and put it on my phone wallpaper or my computer wallpaper. Or maybe if I could find a golden key piece of jewelry or whatever. So, Post-it notes, whatever, to remind you. So that's one way of doing it. But here's what Emmett Fox says. Constantly repeat a statement of absolute truth, such as, there is no power but God, or I am a child of God, filled, surrounded by the perfect peace of God, or God is love, God is guiding me now. I like that one. And when I say God, I mean my soul is guiding me now, the God in here. I am fulfilled and surrounded by the perfect peace of God. Or perhaps the best and simplest of all is, God is with me. God is with me. And however mechanical and trite that might seem, you will soon find your mind is clearing. The monkey mind that keeps you in your angst. Don't struggle violently. Be quiet, but insistent. And each time you find your attention wandering, switch it gently back to God. You know the word sin in Greek, the ancient Greek, you miss the mark. So when we miss the mark, we just gently bring ourselves back on track. We don't beat ourselves over the head. That doesn't help. We don't beat others over the head. We just gently bring ourselves back. And don't try to figure out in advance what the solution will be, because that's only going to delay the relief. I know we always want to just try to figure things out, don't we? But sometimes we need to just, we need to golden key it, or turn the golden key. So, sometimes when you think, I don't even understand what all those things mean you told me to say, you don't have to understand. I mean, you can't understand God. But one way you could do it is say, what does God mean to me? And even that question to yourself puts you focusing on God. So you may think you don't have all the answers in the middle of a situation. However, you do have well-developed intuition. You know how I know that you do? When you first saw a Unity booklet or heard a Unity teaching, The ideas rang true for you, didn't they? Or you wouldn't be here. So you had this intuition. Yeah, yeah. And you also know, like Michael Beckwith said, two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So if you're thinking about the difficulty, you can't be thinking about God. And the energy that your thoughts are doing will bring that energy right back to you. So, putting your thoughts on God. And your thoughts might try to wiggle around and sneak in through another way. They ever do that? But to consciously invoke the presence of God will change everything within you. It raises your vibration to that of the divine. It allows you to be open and receptive to the living spirit of truth with a capital T. What's the truth beyond what I see here? Greater understanding. Help me see higher ground. So when you find yourself in the midst of a challenging moment, be open to receiving guidance and answers and insights. You will experience inner peace. We golden key everyone, seeing them as the light of all that is divine. So may the golden key be the means of opening your door to peace in your heart. Stand tall in the midst of it all.
This is the air I breathe. This is the air I breathe. Your holy presence living in me. This is my daily bread. This is my daily bread. Your very word spoken to me. And I'm desperate for you. And I'm lost without you. This is the air I breathe. This is the air I breathe. Your holy presence living in me. This is my daily bread. This is my daily bread. Your very word
Thank you, Reverend Sheila. That was exactly the message I needed to hear, and I'm sure everyone here agrees with me. Thank you so much. And thank you, William. Beautiful. Thank you. Now's the time that we're going to have our offering. So take your gifts in your hand, and we'll bless our offerings together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.